The Acteal massacre was a massacre of 45 people attending a prayer meeting of Roman Catholic indigenous townspeople, including a number of children and pregnant women, who were members of the pacifist group Las Abecas, in the small village of Acteal in the municipality of Chenalho, in the Mexican state of Chiapas. It was carried out on December 22, 1997 by the paramilitary group Massacre Roja, or Red Mask. History. The Las Abecas activists professed support for the goals of the Zapatista Army of National Liberation, including their rejection of applying violent means. Many suspect this affiliation as the reason for the attack, and government involvement or complicity. Soldiers at a nearby military outpost did not intervene during the attack, which lasted for hours. The following morning, soldiers were found washing the church walls to hide the blood stains. Some of the pregnant women who were part of the prayer group were stabbed and shot in the belly intentionally to kill their unborn children. The EZLN and many Chiapas residents accused the ruling Institutional Revolutionary Party of complicity. And following the change of government in 2000, survivors alleged that the investigation was being stalled, with authorities refusing to question or arrest suspects in the attacks. Las Abecas, composed of people from 48 indigenous communities in the highlands of Chiapas, continue to work for peace and demonstrate their solidarity with other social struggles by issuing communiques that denounce violence and, most importantly, through actions centered around fasting and prayer. In November 2006, 100 men and 100 women members of the Abecas organized a peace and justice caravan to Oaxaca, to show their support for the Popular Assembly of the Oaxacan people and denounce the repression and violence perpetrated by the state and federal governments. They also delivered at least 3 tons of food, water, and medicine to the APPO. On August 27, 2007, Martin Rangel Cervantes, writing in national daily El Universal, stated that a federal judge assigned to the Acteal case sentenced, on July 22, 18 persons from the Zarzal ethnic group for their responsibility in this massacre. Each one got 40 years in prison. As of July 2008, update. The Supreme Court decided to reopen the case due to the consistency of the reports made by different organizations pointing to the lack of accessibility of data of the case. In 2014, the U.S. Supreme Court turned down a case filed by the survivors of Acteal massacre against Connecticut resident and former Mexican president Ernesto Zedillo on grounds of sovereign immunity, as a former head of state list of victims.